CW30 News starts right now with breaking news.
We are staying on top of breaking news right now. We are getting confirmation from Memphis police that one of their officers was injured. He is in critical, but he is stable. They are stable at this time. What is not confirmed as to what happened with the incident that led up to this officer being injured. We are still working to get that information, but we do have two reporters live right now actively monitoring the scene where we heard reports where this initially started, as well as another reporter, Lauren Turman, who is at Regional 1 Hospital, where a large police presence is outside there right now. That's where we're going to find her. Lauren, what are you seeing out there right now? And we are just going to her live look. Excuse me. So here, our Lauren Turman is giving us a live look at the scene outside of Regional 1 Hospital. We are getting confirmation from Memphis police that one of their officers was injured, isn't critical, but stable. We are still working to see if this stemmed from a shooting. That was the early reports that we were hearing, but we are trying to get that confirmed from them as well. As you can imagine, they are still working the scene and gathering information and getting an understanding enough to where they can share it with us. So we are looking at Regional 1 right now, where there's a heavy police presence all outside of the hospital. We are hearing that the officer from Memphis police, that is confirmed that the officer was injured, isn't critical, but is stable. They are going to give us more information at the scene footage from near Parkway Village. This is where our Ezekiel Telemaco is set up. We are seeing a large presence there as well. This is on Perkins Road and Aloha. Tennessee State Trooper cars you're seeing in the shot right here. And if you look just beyond there, that was where our Ezekiel Telemaco mentioned that there might have been a car wrecked. So that might be what they're trying to tow out of the way at this point. But you can see there are state troopers there. This is all part of the Memphis Safe Task Force that is in town as well. Our crews gave us confirmation that they were seeing National Guard members as well as these state troopers, the sheriff's office, and of course Memphis police officers. The K-9 unit was at the Regional 1 Hospital as well. So we are still just working on total confirmation. Right now, what I can tell you that we do know is that an officer was critically injured but is in stable condition. And that would explain why we're seeing a large amount of police officers outside of Regional 1. Oftentimes, whenever one of their own is hurt or sent to the hospital, they will show up in full force to show their support and to find out if they will be okay. But this is the scene near Parkway Village where we got reports of the initial scene of the incident that we're still exactly working to pinpoint what happened. And what we heard happen was a shooting, or that an officer either was shot or hit by a car. We are still working to get that clarified for us, but we do know that Memphis police is looking for a suspect. They did tell us they are looking for someone involved in all of this. Our Ezekiel Telemaco is monitoring right now Perkins Road, so we're going to get to him in a little bit later. But first, let's go ahead and take our Lauren Turman, who is standing outside of Regional 1 Health here. So, Lauren, any word on if that officer is, we heard he's critically injured, but any more updates on what we know about what happened?
So, Pepper, we're still working to find out a lot of information at this time. As you said, that officer was injured and is now said to be in critical but stable condition here. But in terms of the scene, not much has changed. Officers are still working to get information from some of the people here on the scene. I've seen them swapping information, getting contact numbers. I've had people walking across here, of course, with a scene of this size, trying to figure out what happened and see who may have been involved. And so, of course, we're working to learn more information about that right now, and are expecting to hear more from officers about that as they may come to Regional 1 and talk to us and give us more of a scope as to what happened to that officer. Again, we don't have any of that information confirmed as to what may have happened, if it was a shooting or another incident that may have caused the officer to land here in the hospital. But just to give you a look at things, you can see there are still dozens of police cars out here. We've seen the K9 unit, we've seen sheriff's vehicles, we've seen everybody, a lot of local authorities out here as well. And again, the fact that there are so many officers here, as you mentioned, means that there is a widespread investigation that is more than likely happening at this point. There's a lot of people just trying to figure out what's going on here. And it's because you can see all of these cars lying down the street. I mean, it's very active. You're seeing people walking, stopping, and talking with officers at this time as well. So we will hopefully have more information shortly. Again, we've been working very hard to stay in contact with the Memphis Police Department, with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, and other entities who may be able to tell us what happened to this officer, if there was any chase, or if there was another person who may have been involved here. All of that is unknown at this point, but officers are here investigating, trying to get all of that information to us at this time. But as you can see here, it is clearly a widespread investigation involving a lot of officers, some deputies here, the K9 unit. Everyone is out here trying to figure out what happened, and clearly also talking to the community to see if their perspective here can help them learn anything here as well. So of course, as we learn more, and as soon as we may see an officer here on scene that's willing to tell us more about that, we will bring that to you. Pepper, I'm going to send it back to you.